The movie Oblivion, non-spoiler review. Is this movie worth watching? Now, this is a really, really good movie, but there are some problems. Just a tiny little bit of information to begin with. It takes place in the year 2077. Okay, and it's Tom Cruise, actress Andrea Riseborough, the main two characters, okay, Jack and Victoria. Now, this, I have to say, let me get to the special effects, the visuals. This movie looks fantastic, okay? It's not like Star Wars, okay, the last three, where you're just saturated. This is really good, and as you're watching a lot of the, I mean, you're watching stuff and you're like, this actually looks like it's happening. It looks plausible. It's really amazing. And the story, as it progresses, really starts to take over, which is what you want to see, okay? It's not just about the special effects. This is really balanced. And like I say, this is, the majority of this is not just well done, but extremely well done. Like I say, there are some problems. Now, the acting, okay, the acting between Jack and Victoria, okay, is really awesome, okay. Now, many times you'll see actors and actresses just reading from, they're just two people reading a script at each other. Okay, here's lines, they're just throwing them at each other. There's a lot of interaction between the two actors, okay. I really, really like that. And another thing, this isn't, there's a fair amount of dialogue, but it's not all at once, and it's not, this isn't chatty, okay? The dialogue is, it's just filled with tension, okay? There's, Jack is going through stuff, he's, you know, reacting to things differently than Victoria because their personalities are really come out, and that creates tension, okay? And it comes through in the dialogue and the way that they're, you know, he's trying to pull her out more and she's trying to pull him back in. Okay, that's the dynamics of it. And his curiosity is pulling into unsafe places, and she's trying to stay with her and him in a nice, safe place. Okay, it's just extremely well done, the dialogue and the acting. Okay, now the story. Lots of twists and turns. There are elements that are cherry-picked really from different science fiction elements that you'll see, but they fit in really well. I'm tempted to say perfectly, because they really do fit in extremely well. Okay, they're not forced. It makes sense. Okay, like I said, this sounds like a great movie, but like there are some problems. Okay, now the Twilight Zone, the original series, Rod Serling. Okay, you may have ever seen these. This movie feels a lot, not perfectly, but a lot like that. A lot, okay. And now we're getting to a problem. Okay, this is not a spoiler. The endings in the Twilight Zone series were strong, typically. They were really, now they did various methods for achieving this, but they were really strong. This is where this movie has problems. And the last part of the movie, maybe just percentage-wise, the first half, it's really riveting, and maybe all the way up, another 25%, up to 75%, or just in general idea. It's still really good, but they're stealing. It seems like they're staying to a script, and they're being too blunt about how they're showing things. And as a viewer, you get to the point to where you feel like you're ahead of the script. You're just waiting for them to go ahead and get there. Okay, they're laying it out, and you go, okay, this makes a lot of sense, but you know, you could have done this 5 or 10 minutes ago. And like I said, they're building on it, but maybe there's too many steps, okay, to build on. You're like, okay, I get it. We're here, even though there are twists and turns, okay? But it was just, it's amazing how something can be done so well, and then, you know. So that's kind of what happens. Now, this, like I said, this isn't a great movie, but it's a really good movie. And I would say this is probably another method maybe to kind of give you an idea. Some movies and some games are really good one time, okay? And this movie is really good one time. I don't see anyone actually watching this more than once. And enjoy it, okay? Like I said, there are a lot of movies and games in particular that are like this. I don't see the rewatchability of this movie, okay? And, okay, so I would suggest watching the movie. I have a hard time, if you're someone, Netflix, whatever, but if you're someone that is used to buying a movie, okay, you know, just going and getting the Blu-ray and watching it one time and then just being done with it, then absolutely, I would say get this. Just realize that you're probably only going to watch it once. As far as going to the movie theater, that's completely up to you. This is a very good movie. I strongly suggest watching it. If money's an issue with you, then I would not, you know, I would definitely not go that route. But if it isn't, it is a very good movie. Okay, like I say, enjoyed it, but just remember, one time, this looks like a good ride one time. Until next time, take care.